Hi everyone, I hope you're well. So we are going to work with absolute and relative cell referencing. In short, absolute referencing means that you lock a cell using the dollar signs when using formula. So usually when you type in something in Excel, so if I type in here 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to add, let's say I want to add 1, 2, 3, 4, and I say, let's put the formula in where I say this plus this equals to 2. And if I drag this down, we will get 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. 4 plus 4 is 8. Let's say I didn't want the formula to copy everything down. So you can see that the F6, it gets the value there, and the J4, it gets the value over there. Then when we go down, you can see as we went down, as we copied down the formula, so if I undo copying down the formula, if I copy it down, it's going to get this value and that value, even though we started at these ones. This is called relative referencing. So it goes down as my formula is going down, my relative referencing, so the reference cells are also going down. But let's say I didn't want that. Let's say I just wanted to add 1 to all of these. So instead of just saying, well, if I copy this down, it's not going to work because it's actually using relative referencing to copy all of that. But in the original formula, if I put a dollar sign, let's put the dollar sign in front of the 4, that means please lock row 4. So that means it's not going to go down anymore. Okay, so you will see if I drag the new formula down, all of them will have J4 as the one that they are adding with. So if you compare that with how it did look like, it would have said J4, this would have said J5, and this would have said J6 and J7, which it gets from here. But now I've just locked it. So this is why I'm saying that absolute referencing is just a way of locking a cell. And the reason why we put the dollar sign there is so that Excel knows, okay, please lock row 4. But we also put the dollar sign in front of the J because that means I also want to lock this column. So if I didn't say that, so let's say I also had a 2 and a 3 to the side over here. I'm just going to say full series. Let's say I also had it over here, and I want to say please make this formula to the side. I hope this doesn't confuse anyone. So what this does now, it's going to say 4, but it's saying K now. The next one will be L. Why? Because we didn't lock the columns as well. So I just want to add 1 to those. So let's lock the column. And you do that by in front of the column. Again, these are your columns. Oh, I'm messing this up now. These are your columns, and these are your rows. Just want this to be selected. So these are your rows. These numbers on the left, those are your rows, and this is the columns. Anyway, so to lock that, you just put the dollar sign in front of it, and boom. Now we have locked just this cell over here. So now if I add this to the side, it's just going to add 2, and this is the relative reference. So now just add 1 to the previous time the whole time, to the previous cell the whole time. So I hope that helps, just to give some clarity on what is absolute referencing and what is relative referencing. But they also have a good explanation here, and many of you have done your summaries, but that's usually how I used to understand that. So I'll put up the video on how we do absolute and relative referencing using this example over here.